Last time I made a video about low effort abundant plants I grow as a Canadian gardener living in southern Ontario, zone 6B. I've got more plants, but ones that I'm less enthused about or experienced with, but they have potential. These are plants that I haven't watered or tended to at all so far because I haven't found the time and it was already late June when I got this footage. Of course, caring for them will improve their output. Number one, mint. I didn't put the mint in my garden, but it's there and it's taking over. It comes back every year and grows so abundantly. Put it in a pot, but it's very hardy, so it might find a way to escape. I find that using it as a herb or garnish is not substantial enough to keep up with its output, so I decided to turn it into a pesto, but you can also turn it into a mint sauce. I think adding some sugar would complement the flavor. For a cheaper pesto, try subbing nuts for chickpeas, and now it can also be a minty hummus. Number two, strawberries. This is the third year these plants have been in my yard. The first year they were getting established and producing nothing. The second year they produced a small amount, but some critters ate that, and this year I actually have some strawberries, and I think it's just going to get more and more abundant over the years. They come back by themselves after the winter and continue to spread. The harvests aren't substantial enough for me right now, however, you can actually eat the strawberry leaves and strawberry tops. To me, they taste pretty mild, so I added them to the pesto. You can also turn them into tea. I don't want to take too many leaves when the plant is producing fruit, and I've picked some pretty old and damaged leaves to give them another purpose. At the end of their season, I will probably harvest and eat the leaves before they die back in the winter. Number three, raspberries. The leaves are also edible and can be turned into a tea. Sunchokes. Again, grow these in a container unless you can handle their growth. They are said to spread and are hard to get out of the ground once they're in. I feel like they're similar in concept to potatoes, but easier to grow because you don't need to do any mounding techniques and they're kind of weed-like. They are fiber rich, which can cause gas, so you can ferment them to make it easier for your gut. Last year, I grew some in this container, thought I harvested it all, and now it's back on its own. They're also a type of sunflower, so they can grow a pretty flower and a tall stem as well, but I haven't managed to get a flower yet. Honeysuckle. It can be invasive, so make sure to do your research for everything before putting it in the ground. We have a bush that gets bigger and bigger every year. They produce beautiful white and yellow flowers and produce vines that can make it into a beautiful decorative element. The flowers smell amazing, not like flowers, more like food. And they can be turned into tea, added to desserts, and turned into jelly, but those aren't substantial enough for me. So I was thinking sweet pesto. I'll be experimenting with that soon, so stay tuned to find out.